Ready when you are. Let me get to 5 minutes again, baby. Here we go. 5 seconds, not 5 minutes.
Yep, ready when you are.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
So 1800 to 2K bracket is actually not the highest one. We have a 2K plus bracket as well, where some of the more notable names are participating. Sito is with the team, and I think we had Spring and Dragon Star in one team as well, so I'm looking forward to casting that as well. That might be for some other day. And yeah, so we'll this should be pretty
It
high.
should be a really good
high
set.
level.
Lots of exactly. Really high level here. Some really familiar teams on the French Connexion team here. Le Poseidon, Capo, Wraith. Yeah, I've seen these guys all before in 3v3s before. Really strong. Very nice civ choices. The BK team I don't know so much about. Don't recognize as many of the names,
Yep.
but
BK, they played in my Nomad 2v2 as well, because I had an 1800 2K bracket there as well. And they won the whole thing, so they actually beat Winland in the, I think that was the final. So they're obviously solid. I don't quite remember the result, but yeah, they showed some promise there. But that was Nomad starts exclusively. This is obviously a wider selection of maps. But yeah, definitely a solid team to be looking out for. I know Faraday and Paganini from that 2v2. I believe they were only two, but now they were joined by Felipe here for the 3v3 event. So Frank's and Hans pockets here. I always find that interesting because Hans, they have 20% faster working stables as their team bonus. But then you have the Franks, they obviously stronger scouts to begin with. But if you get to the Imperial Age with Franks and research Chivalry, you can negate that for Hans bonus with that unique technology, having your stables produce 40% faster. So that's some strategical choices we might see coming into play here. But
yeah, exactly.
other than that, it's both very solid pocket zips, both of them.
Yeah, it was always such a strong tech chivalry, especially because it used to be in the Castle Age, right? You could get that castle up on the way to Imp and get it rolling. So as soon as you hit Imp, you have these four. It's now nerfed a little bit, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, classic civs all around, like Saracens, Vietnamese. I think I like the flank civs a bit better for the French team here. Vikings and Ethiopians, solid flank civs. Vietnamese though, really strong as well. Saracens probably the weakest. On the left-hand side, under the TC of Felipe, Poseidon taking a heavy TC shot, but he manages to sneak his scout away. But yeah, Saracens, that being said, that being the weakest flank civ, they're still very strong. So lots of potential here.
Absolutely. There's no Britons here. I guess I didn't check the draft link, but they may have been banned. But if you had Britons, you'd have faster working ranges. Yeah, they both banned Britons, obviously. So they have to go through other ways to find solid flank civs, and these are about the... I could see Koreans substituting Saracens here, and of course Mayans coming into play as well, but they seem to have other plans in mind.
Yeah.
Early game though, early feudal, early castle, Saracens markets could have helped them a lot in the massing of archers, so they shouldn't be completely underestimated here. They are who are they up against though? They're up against Ethiopians, so that's always a bit awkward to take fights in equal numbers against Ethiopians that fire faster.
Felipe had a 3 HP Vil that was running back, and the Rhino was it was the luring Vil. I guess he forgot about it, and he was body blocking with one of his lumberjacks, and he just barely made it back to the TP alive. Very close. Lots of walls already up at the 7-minute mark. We're already seeing Felipe has a big section of his base walled.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna maybe even think about a team wall, as he's now walling the backside downwards, but he has a little bit left on that far left wood line. But he's a long ways away He's a long ways from the pocket, though, right? They could.
Yeah, that would be way too greedy to wall all the way to the edge here as well, because you'd have to walk so far to quick wall behind. Even if you get the heads up, it's yeah, that's not for just yet. I think. Well, some extensive walling is actually going to be full walled here at minute 9, almost.
Yeah, committing 3 vills. Dark Age 2 it, he's going heavy, so. He's going to be closed up, though. It's going to look nice. And meanwhile, on this side, Poseidon, he's done a nice job of... He had like that one wall. I like his approach. You know, like he's not trying to full wall everything, but he's at least protecting his gold. He's at least defending key areas, funneling the eventual archers into an area that's advantageous for him. And he doesn't have to worry about committing so many resources to get full walled. Actually, they're going to team wall.
Yeah, they're definitely getting a team wall. And if you look at the way Blue is walling here, he's also walling in a way that it's very easy to place a gate or two here to funnel the aggression that comes right in towards the TC. And the enemy will, even if they get in, they will be taking significant damage to the TC, potentially. So,
yeah,
yeah, that's an early team wall, but it's going to work out here, I think. I don't think they'll deny it in time. Double ranges for the Ethiopians, probably the same for the Saracens here. No market yet. But, yeah, 3 on gold, probably gonna send some more villagers to gold and get that Archers production rolling. Less investment into walls here for Paganini as well. That could mean that there's more resources left over for production buildings for whatever you need, but also risky once these scouts start entering the field, of course.
Yeah. Crazy Joe says he's grabbing some ice-cold German Bavarian smoked beer. Man, sounds ideal.
Oh, Alkolner would be glad to hear that. Or he probably won't drink smoked beer, he's so picky on the beers. Only light pilsner.
Yeah, I don't know. Those Germans, so. Market going up right away for the Saracen player, though. He's right on it. Cheap market. Get
good.
Right into abusing that.
Scouts versus scouts.
Yeah, on the right hill there.
And they had to focus down that Ethiopian spear, so I guess that was decent. Looks like this Hun scouts took less damage there, but of course Franks with more numbers and better hit points here. Definitely in a good spot overall.
There's an additional wall coming up for Wraith. Is he worried that the walls are going to be broken in from Poseidon? Because they have the full team wall, right? But he has an additional wall coming to his town center. I guess he's worried that if it's broken, he has maybe just like a backup or something, right?
Yeah, it's a precautionary measure. With Huns, it's not as easy to quick wall either, right? Because you can't use house foundations. You have to use palisades or gates or building foundations, so...
True.
It may look like a waste of wood, but it's also... Yeah, I guess it's just an extra security measure there, just in case.
Scouts are in on the base, though, of purple, and one Vill kill already. Tried to quick wall the gold, but can't get it done. I think he's going to lose another.
Oh, yeah. Got the kills. 2 Vills. Oh, could be a third one, but here
I think he's going to get the
Knights.
third.
Yep. Send the archers! Really join in with the archers! What are you doing? Run in! It's fine.
Yeah,
I guess there's enough. Oh, okay. That's 3 villagers dead for Paganini. That's a rough start for the Saracens. Will be even more dependent upon the market abuse now to keep production going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Faraday, he's got a lot of Frank scouts. He was a little bit out of position there, but now they need to figure out where they can get some counter damage in. He's got a lot of investment.
Look at top side, though. Scouts. We're going to have some TL archers hitting the woodland here now, while BK are moving out to the northwest here. No, he's pulling back. Okay, never mind. He's pulling away.
If they can catch those teal archers out in the open, that could be huge.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, this is not... Okay, maybe let's see the zebra moving there. If you see that, that's next level. Oh, now it's visible. Oh, wow, that's actually... Okay, teal sniping some reinforcements here. They should definitely... Okay, I guess they'll benefit from pushing now because the archers are out of position. But,
exactly, yeah, they're just going to try to capitalize on those archers being heavily out of position, jumping for the berries. This could be huge damage.
Yeah.
And it was three vills for purple, but this could be
already
like 10. Yeah, exactly. Already, like, it could be huge.
Already off gold here for Ethiopians. That's the only gold within walls, and it's not safe to take it currently. A Stray Scout even denying re-walling in the back here. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it's a nice play to keep it open here. And are they Saracens archers? So they will break these foundations with ease. Yeah, this is... Oh, the archers are back though, and Ethiopians archers in the numbers here. They should have the HP advantage here. But
Faraday has armor though. Faraday has armor on the scouts.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Looks like you're right though. The Ethiopian archers are winning out though. He had more and that faster firing. It's actually a big cleanup.
Yeah, actually, the HP difference was marginal, but yeah, that faster firing rate that really changed it up there, and slightly higher numbers of archers, obviously. Looks like we'll see some on the south side here now with the blue archers. Right on the goal, but look at the preempted power already up for Philippe. Good call there. Protecting the oldie gold. And the production, actually. I love the placement of the production buildings and the tower here that's covering both.
Yeah, exactly. Very smart to recognize that there's likely to be some aggression on that point. Getting that tower up was critical, as otherwise he would have been pushed off the gold, and I don't think he has... he's got... Yeah, like his other golds are just not realistic to take.
Oh, they're a bit... I mean, they're on the correct side in terms of aggression, but they're not safe by any means. There are even hills quite close to one of them. So, yeah, not ideal. Stone walls for Paganini now to keep the archers and scouts out here, and in the defensive tower on the gold as well. He really doesn't want to take another hit here, but that's another villager down. The walling villager, good spot by Kaput there.
Yeah, forced into a tower of his own to defend the inevitable when those archers break in. But Pocket, Faraday, he is Castle Age and needs to get some knights out and help his either help his flank or look at getting a maybe a counterattack in and get some damage. Scouts from Wraith are really poking around, but they're not going to find anything on Faraday here.
I'm probably looking for a hole or an overchop or something here to get a hit in on the flanks before the TCs can go up and whatnot, but no. Paradise is going to be fine here. The second TC tap gold is nice and safe behind the walls. And less scouts investment allows for an earlier Castle Age. But Hunts, being in Castle Age very soon now, do produce 20% faster as we mentioned, so they might still be able to catch up here if the eco is on point.
Castle Age in and straight on the 3 TC for Wraith. He wasted no time in getting those TC foundations down. +2 on the way as well.
Yep.
And just needs to start getting those knight numbers up. Faraday, though, already has 7.
Yeah.
And he is starting to go forward and try to get some damage on the Ethiopian flank.
Honestly, I kind of feel like here when Wraith is behind to the Castle Age like that, you don't go 3 TCs, you go another stable. And since you produce faster, if you have the gold and the food to do so, you can catch up in numbers with that third stable because you produce faster.
Yeah, BK is going to break in here. Crossbow almost in.
Oh, yeah.
Still no Bodkin, though. Okay, there's Bodkin now in the queue for Paganini here. And lots of potential for damage once again.
40 seconds to go for Kaput here. Is lagging behind a bit here, and he going straight for the land. Another villager down. Good raids. Knights numbers also should be ahead here with the Huns. Obviously, might be able to catch up here if numbers aren't lost, but look at the eco of Kaput. It's a mess right now, and there's not enough space in the DC to garrison all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the redispositioning though, and garrisoning the DC and then pulling the villagers over to the woodlines to preserve as many lives as possible.
Meanwhile, look at Faraday though. Look at the Poseidon sent the crossbow. He's got ballistics researched as well. He's about to get a big hit here on Faraday.
Ooh,
and if he gets ballistic in, he's gonna just look how many builds he's gonna get, man.
Yeah, and all of the knights, they are out of position. This is disaster for the pocket here, the French pocket. Oh, he's denied it. He's not denying the DC, but the builders, man. Oi, oi, oi.
And ballistics, that smart play to get the ballistics early. He got so much damage there, man.
So Felipe is joining in. Felipe getting ballistics as well. So let's see how that...
I mean, it's likely Poseidon is going to lose this army. Oh no, he's sending the vills back. He's going to get like 5 more vill kills potentially. 2, 3. Oh man. And even with the numbers here, even though Poseidon will get cleaned up eventually, look at the vill count between Faraday and Wraith now. It's so heavily in the favor of the French team here. And man,
oh, look at the hill. He's taking the hill. He's taking the hill as well. And he's taking out knights here. Now suddenly Hunt's way ahead because of the faster production and the fact that they haven't been losing fights like this. And Faraday forced to fight at home. But yeah, this is going to cost so much. Oof.
Yeah, these crossbows, Poseidon just completely can forget about that. Focus on other areas. He got way more than
14 military kills, that's value, however many units you sacrifice for that. Buying his own pocket has significant eco leaders, 35 builders ahead, and they're pushing nicely on the other side as well with a 2v1 on the Saracens here. A nasty hill, by the way, in front of Paganini's base here, but yeah, you gotta play what you get.
Exactly, yeah. Potentially a castle or a siege workshop on there would be quite nice. And yeah, they have a ton of forward pressure right now with Caput and Wraith here. Now they can go wherever they want. They can even potentially look at going back to the pocket and just taking Faraday out of the game.
Yeah.
And potentially splitting up their armies here with Wraith heading around the trees, but they need to regroup here and look at taking a really nice fight. And Poseidon is coming across the map as well. If they can just delay and meet up all 3 armies here, they can just absolutely destroy BK here. I don't see what BK can do.
No, along with the 2 armies here on the top side with the Saracens, it's still a massive HP lead for the French Connexion team here. Wisely staying on the hill here for BK. They should never leave that at this point. But they are outnumbered. They are at a loss here. They are behind in economy. They're kind of matching the army, but they... With the economy being lower, they can't afford to lose nearly as much. Getting some nice knights pick-offs here, though, I have to say, with the crossbows. But ballistics is in just now for Paganini. Oh, I didn't realize.
I think they're engaging on that fight just slightly too early, as Poseidon is about to be there. I think even if they maybe even delayed it just a bit, Poseidon's crossbows are almost there. Oh man, what a huge engagement!
Yeah, but they're cleaning up here. This could be GG. I think cleaning up this.
What a crazy snowball here. Poseidon is here now as well. Felipe is in on the base of Poseidon, trying to get some damage, but it's nowhere near the type of damage that's happening on the right side.
He's breaking through the palisade here, though, so he might be trying to hit Wraith instead. But yeah, it's not going to be enough.
That's the one thing you see in these high elo brackets that's just so strong, is flanks not being tunnel visioned into just their own flank. Like that move by Poseidon to take his crossbows all the way across the map, not once but twice, is so decisive. And now they're just going to move to the pocket. They're just going to move to the pocket and absolutely destroy Faraday right now. He has nothing to stop this. Absolutely nothing to stop this.
How do you hold a 3v1 even with... yeah, you can't. But you have to be confident to do this as well. If you're Le Poseidon here, you have to know that you can handle these losses at home. Most of your armies are away and you're being raided by crossbows. Then again, Wraith is with 4 TT economy at home. He could send knights down to deal with this trickle of crossbows. And a mangonel shot. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Is he gonna get that?
Oh.
Repair micro to the left here. Heal bonus for the mangonel. He's actually going to... He's going to take out numbers here. Ah, big shot. Red should be glad it's nice. Japanese. Yeah, another one.
Oh,
wow,
another big shot.
Wow. Yeah, okay, so that's the defense. Just like that, Le Poseidon holds off the forwards of the Vietnamese player, and now they're raiding Faraday completely to the death here.
Yeah, look at the base of Faraday. It's just a swarm from the French team here. It's absolute total domination here. This is GG. I don't see any way back in this for BK here. As look at 50 pocket about to be on under 50 bills. No military. He's losing more. Just domination here in game number 1.
Whew. Yeah, Saracen's crossbows joining in. It's just not going to be enough here. It's 3 armies against 1 here, and the pocket doesn't have equal to add knights, or even won't be able to mass nearly enough here.
Where's the army? Okay, the Paganini has 47, 48 crossbows. He has so much army, but I haven't seen them once. Like, I just saw the number and I'm looking for them. Now I see them helping out the pocket here, but now he's alone against 3 armies. He definitely doesn't have enough. And once he gets that crossbow army cleaned up, it's over.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah. No slinging allowed, otherwise you could sling the pocket here to get more knights out, of course, but you need to be Imperial Age to do that, and that's not the case here. That might have helped a little bit, because then you could gather up on knights in these 5 stables, and even out the odds a little bit, but this is just too much. Too much for the pocket to handle. And meanwhile, Wraith is completely untouched at all. He hasn't been hit once, I think. He didn't lose a single villager in this game.
Yeah, just getting off to an insane boom. Imperial Age on the way. Imperial Age on the way for Teal as well. And yeah, it's going to be the nail in the coffin here, I'm sure. Felipe can potentially get a ton of damage here on the left on the wood line. Nice reaction from Poseidon. He actually only ended up losing 1. How did he only end up losing 1 build there? Should have got
one. And here come his own crossbows from Poseidon to clean the map as well, so that's puts a stopper to that.
Felipe just walked into it, wasn't patrolling, and got
Mangonel
there, forcing. Oh yeah, lots of potential here. They're forcing the armies here from French Connexion back into a corner, having to give up the hill because of the Mangonel. So BK, still fighting that army off, but I mean 50 bills versus 130.
Exactly.
It's just
you're never gonna get back from that, sadly. But they clean it up, that's something. And still, after the cleanup, they're down 40 military, and even more so in the eco department. I guess they're gonna try for a bit more, but when they see Imperial Age kick in, especially for the Huns here, I think they'll just GG.
And if not, 30 Hun Knights that will be Cavalier very soon. It's gonna be a big power spike, and I don't see what they're gonna do against it. Cavalier plate barding in, and as you say, they call the GG.
There it is. First game goes to French Connexion here. And we need to set that correctly. There we go. Lots of knights from the pocket here. And an extended feudal age from both, I'd say, as well. Quite a few scouts. Some memorable fights there.
Yeah, that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal play from the French team here. They showed that they are coming out swinging. And man, what a crazy high-level game number 1 there.
So it looks like it will have a Nomad next for BK. They did win my Nomad tournament after all, so that makes sense. That should be a Nomad. Nomad is always fun. It's a bit slow start, obviously, but we'll see how they fare with that. You either love or hate Nomad, there's no in between, so. And that's one of the things with this tournament is that it kind of allows teams to pick their strengths, but as the tournament progresses, there will be more map bans as well, so the 14 maps total will... Essentially, in the end, you'll have to play at least half of them for the best of 7 finals, so... You're going to be able to try hard your best maps to early on, but then you'll crown the more versatile teams in the end. Surprise, surprise, we have Malians and Persians and so forth here.
Yeah, a lot of big time Nomad meta picks here. A lot of really good civs, and yeah, should be quite good.
Oh wait, I'm gonna pause it at 5 again or something. It turns out it's 9 this time around.
All right, I'll catch up on 9, and then I'm good whenever you are. I'm ready to go.
Yep, cool. To just reset the teams and the score here, and this was French Connexion winning the first one.
Yeah, the team names reset for me. I guess that's because the players are slightly different.
It could be, and it could be because it's a different host. I don't really know why it's happening.
Yeah,
But
the score is well reset for me. But
yep. So it's 1-0 for French Connexion. Yep, ready when you are.
all right, let's go.
Let's go. So yeah, typical classic Nomad Civ all rounder. Lithuanians from Le Poseidon. They start with plus 150 food. So it's just very nice to have for Nomad. It kickstarts your start. You're not as dependent upon finding food early. You'll usually see the Lithuanians player going straight for wood once the TC is up. More so than others. Focus on wood a bit longer so you can sustain dock production for earlier on. And then there's Malians for Wraith here. One of the absolute best sims for Nomads because you save wood for each and every wood building you place. So you'll be able to afford TC, a house, and a dock, and a fishing ship right away with Malians. Same goes for Paganini with the Persians here. You start with plus 50 food and wood. So you're able to do the same thing, start fishing immediately once your dock is up.
Yeah, Wraith had a really good start. He's already got his fishing boat out. Meanwhile, the Persian player just finished his dock. So a really, really good start there from Wraith. His TC is going to be up. Only one Vill building it. He's pretty stretched out, but it's going to be up very soon. He's got some hunt nearby, a boar close. So yeah, pretty good start from Wraith.
Actually, where is his... Yeah, it's on the way. The third builder was really far away. Or Wraith here. But that's... Yeah. It's gonna get there. See the thesis popping up here now. It's not too much of a difference between the completion times. Kaput being the last one here actually to complete it with the Japanese in the middle here. It's interesting here.
Very close, eh?
Kaput and Clark, they are quite close, as goes for Le Poseidon and Faraday as well. And yeah, we'll see if they notice that they're this close. They're scouting with cheap, obviously.
Yeah, I think they're both going to figure out pretty quick, or at least Poseidon is going to learn very soon. He's got that one sheep. I think it just needs to make a little trip down towards the TC and get stolen. And he's going to know.
Man, look at Faraday's dock. He's got this whole middle pond all for himself. The problem being that there's only 2 deep fish here, so that's an absolute shitty dock for the Mongols player here. But of course, if you're going for only, let's say you're going fast castle here into Castle Rock Mangudai or whatever, you're actually only going to need your 4 or 5 fishing ships to start, and that's a valid, let's say 4 fishing ships is a valid investment for this amount of deep fish here. And then you could go fish traps later and you'll be pretty undisturbed here, but generally speaking, you want to dock the big areas, of course. The big water.
Yeah, I've been burned by that too many times. I've made a dock on a small pond only to learn it's so small and there's no fish. And even if they tend to be really skinny and really long, and the fish gets so inefficient so fast, so it's dicey. But yeah, we'll see what the. I mean, Faraday's so close, as you mentioned, to Poseidon here. He's I guess he doesn't really have stone close. Maybe he might go for like a tower rush, or could just try to go, like you said, FC and get into some Mangudai.
I'm just checking things here. It looked like my stream crashed, but it was only my laptop, thankfully, with the stream screen. So I think we're good.
Yeah, this should be a fun one. I like that. I like that a lot of the players are super close together. There's going to be lots of potential here. I'm sure they're going to figure out where they're all at sooner rather than later, and should be a bit of a wild one. Paganini and Wraith being really the only players that are very separated and are going to get a chance to potentially get off to a really good boom.
Let's see. Paradise docked in the middle. I was going to say, what do you make of the dock positions of French Connexion here? Because they're all on the left-hand side, and especially Kaput is very inefficient with the fish. But they're also quite close, so if they're subject to attack for the other team, they'll have an easier time defending because they're close to each other. But also, these placements, they need to move all the way to the other side of the map to engage here. If they scout the shorelines properly here, I'm kind of seeing French Connexion only needing one player to engage on water, and they should win fairly easily because it's only 2 players on BK on water.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing I do like, and I wonder if what we'll see here is I think Wraith, given that his dock is in the middle, very easy to defend, and he's kind of off to the side and not going to be pressured much. I think he has a chance to just get off to a crazy good boom, and he's got lots of options. Being the Malians, he's got tons of tech paths he can go down. I think he's the only thing is his TC is like way too close to the water.
Yeah, actually, they need to win water here because this is you could almost hit this TC with fire galleys even. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But they shouldn't have any problems with that. They are already up 3-2 on water here, so if they have to, they could have all 3 players go for fire galleys or whatever here. But that said, Paganini in the south, he has the fantastic spot for a full free boom as well. He has so much space to expand.
Yeah, exactly. He's got stone nearby. He's got gold, lots of wood nearby. And yeah, like you say, in a fantastic position to start laying down some eco and getting things, especially Persians, faster working town centers. So much potential.
And it's also the first one hitting fuel age here. That tells me that there's going to be naval army investment here. Fire galleys going out. And look at French Connexion. They're far away from fuel age. It's still 45 seconds to go for the Malians. Now, I don't remember fire galley training time, but it looks like there's going to be 2 fire galleys out before Wraith can queue the first one.
Yeah, blue here is just X to the town center of Clark. So Clark is going up very late, and they found his location. Blue knows. I mean, I guess these what's with these walls from friendly neighborhood walls here.
Yeah, that's weird. Actually, Clark is already on stone, so he's going to place a tower at least on the gold there of Kaput. Might even tower the TC and woodland, but you'd have to be careful not to place it within TC range, of course.
Yep.
It's also up very late, so he can't really easily... Okay, Kaput is actually going straight fast castle here, so we'll see. He might actually be able to put out siege to deal with the towers before.
Yeah, exactly. He's should be close. It's gonna be interesting, and I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen on the bottom right-hand side here between Poseidon and Faraday. It looks like Poseidon just going FC Market Blacksmith, so he could be susceptible to something from Faraday. But Faraday, I think, is just doing the same. Market Blacksmith FC doesn't want to mess around. Both players going to go up as fast as possible.
Looking at Faraday here, he's probably has an idea that there's someone there, but it's not really confirmed looking at the fog of war here. However, Le Poseidon did see the TC of red going up instantly, so hopefully they both know that they're this close, and green is definitely going to drop the castle here in the pace of red if he's allowed to, and he's up earlier to the castle age here.
Yeah, both players heavy on stone, although... Yeah, Mongols, it should be quite nice with his own castle. Get some Mangudai out and take advantage of the mobility. But yeah, that castle it's going to be nice for Poseidon. He's going to need to decide what is... Maybe he's just going to go lightest out of and stick on that until he can get some more economy expanded.
Look at Paganini's naval investment though. He's with 3 docks. Persian docks work faster, by the way, but he's massively outnumbering the Malians here. Earlier feudal age, of course, but he really in it to win it on water here. And if BK win water, they also win against Malians up here from Wraith, because that TC is just in a horrible spot if you don't win water.
He's got a huge amount of fire galleys, as you mentioned. And yeah, I don't see a way that the Persians don't win water in a big way here. And he's got a lot of fishing ships behind it back home, doing a great job of rolling out his food economy. And Castle Age clicked as well for Clark, so we'll see. We'll see what kind of pressure the blue.
Here comes the castle. Lithuanians dropping castle right on the... Okay, definitely knows that there's a TC here then, because it's... Yeah, wouldn't be placing there if not. Placing it there if not. Fairly not panicking here, just pulling all the eco away, knowing that that castle will go up no matter what. And probably just gonna drop another TC at some point when you have the wood and stone for it. But it certainly makes pushing against green awkward here for Faraday.
Yeah, he's going to have to use the mobility of his Mangadai, but meanwhile, Poseidon behind it is actually going to start stonewalling up his right side, so he knows that he's up against the Mongols. There's going to be a lot of pressure, and he's going to... And those Vills are so... They must be just out of range of the castle, the Vills on that... I guess Faraday has
yeah. No fletching yet, right? Oh, he's making light this. Interesting. I guess it's the only army production capability he has, so why not try and get some raids in here?
Yeah, I think that's about as good as it's going to get until he can start to expand some more economy to support more knights. I think just going one castle lightest and eventually just work your way up to more stone, drop more TCs, and eventually get into knights long term. Although he's just tossing the lightest to the castle.
Yeah, he dodged that okay, but yeah, taking half the hit points on one of them. One Mangadai, are you gonna kill them? Seriously? No.
Castle coming up really aggressively for Clark, meanwhile, on the left side. Basically the same thing, gonna deny that starting town center for the Japanese.
Yeah, and that's a fantastic cast, actually, because this covers wood, it covers gold, it covers stone. So even offensive or not, this would be an amazing castle, regardless. Castle Age, of course, gonna go in, though.
Heavy. Or he was going here. He's making another mining camp there going stone. He's peeling some off. I guess he's gonna, go Genoese.
Yeah. Makes sense against Persians. I guess Persians knights have bonus attack against archers, but Genoese have bonus against cavalry, so so it should still be in favor of the Genoese. And I guess if the Mangadai get too close to the Genoese, they will also be subject to the bonus damage. So it's and Malian's cavalry as well. Yeah, there's a counter to everything except maybe Japanese arbalists or something here.
Faraday is going to be without a town center very soon. He hasn't made a replacement one yet, and
no idle TC for him then. But yep, it's he can afford it. No, he doesn't have wood for a new one. Huh?
I'm not sure where all his wood is going right now.
There's the cast late for the Persians, finally. Winning water, that's should give a huge eco edge for BK, but I guess they haven't really succeeded in sniping the fish yet. He's going back at it though, he's probably getting War Galley as well. Yeah, War Galley and careening right away because he's seen the galley investment of Wraith here, so it's not going to make it easy for Wraith to hit and run against the Fire Galleys here, and we see naval investment possibly for the Japanese here as well.
Yeah, Paganini, meanwhile, he's getting ready to just start booming heavy. Still no town... there's the town center story from
it's coming.
Faraday.
In the very middle of the map, in fact. That's usually a good spot to expand. Oh, but look at that! 13 more galleys now from Wraith, and the fire ships not nearly in the numbers needed to take the fight here. In total, it's 24 to 13, but they need to be more collected to do so. They're coming in from the right-hand side. Love how it's splitting them up as well. We have some fire galleys to the left-hand side, taking out the fish.
Yeah, that's a really nice play from Paganini there as he's looping around, taking out a lot of fish from Wraith. Wraith, like you said, he does have the numbers, but can't let the fire ships get in on him here. He should be able to micro that down though. And the thing is though, is the fish from BK is so far around. By the time he wins that engagement, loops around and gets the fish, Paganini's going to have a lot. But curious to see how long Paganini wants to stay on water, though. He's Persian's very secluded. He's going to get off potentially to a really nice boom, but he's doing the majority of the water support right now. So we'll see how long he wants to stay on that.
Yeah, I'm honestly a little bit surprised to see Persians fighting for water and not Italians, because if Persians had to invest less on water, even if they had that advantage of earlier up, if you had the Italians fighting for water, you'd have Persians and their position giving an amazing boom on land, and while having Italians support the fish boom. So seems a bit backwards there, but it's still working. Of course, they're winning water most likely here. Oh, demo. Oh. Nice!
Really heads up for Paganini. Oh, another one coming in. Oh, and that one was
yeah.
Caught him a bit clumped up there on the staggered formation, so it is nice. But yeah, really.
31 fire ships though. It's, honestly, it feels like an overinvestment at this point, looking at the investment on French Connexion. It could backfire here, but we'll see. They're really determined to win water here, I guess. And then Wraith is at a bad spot, as we mentioned earlier.
Fourth town center coming up for Poseidon. He's just mega booming right now with the Lithuanians.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's expanding to the back. But the problem with this expansion here is that there isn't really... I guess there's a gold to the right-hand side here. I was going to say there isn't really a lot of resources here, but... Yeah, it's going to be enough to last him for a while. It looked worse on the minimap.
Yeah. It felt like more just fourth town center just to keep pumping bills rather than really taking advantage of any resources. But yeah, you're right. There's he will have to obviously start to look at expanding outward, ideally when he hits Imperial Age and starts to get some more army out and start to get some map control back. But as it stands, the Mongol player doing a nice job of castling up the map.
I'm looking at the middle pond here, and Le Poseidon, he actually... Well, he is the god of the water, I guess, the Greek god of the water, so he wants to control water, but he had built a dock in this freaking middle little insignificant pond here to kill 2 fish traps of Faraday.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Ooh, Italians going Imperial Age here. Means...
Yeah, he's going up, and he has starting to get decent Genoese numbers. Maybe he needs another castle, right? To he's got the stone for it. He's just deciding on where he wants it. Really start ramping up the Genoese production.
Yeah, that seems to be the unit of choice, and he'll have access to Trebs, of course, going up here as well, being the only player in Imperial Age. That could be very hurtful for Kaput with the Japanese here. Could make for a very good push on land. What's the stats of the Genoese compared to the crossbows, actually? Yeah, 1 more range for the crossbows, but and also 10 more hit points on the Genoese. Oh, look at the Mangadai raids here. Punishing the Lithuanians boom now.
Yeah, using that mobility now has a lot of potential to poke around and keep harassing and annoying Poseidon here and get a lot of, maybe not so much straight up damage, but at the very least a lot of idle time. Gonna get a few vills here.
I'm amazed that Le Poseidon has only 1 minute 7 seconds idle time with 5 DCs at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just saw that 5th TC he dropped on that gold we were talking about back there earlier. Yeah, 99 vills and counting.
That's solid, but it's also cramped up. He can't really assist his allies here, so that's or not easily anyway. So that is a concern as well. But having only Mangudai here, it almost leads me to believe he could, in theory, go for the Lithuanian skirms here. They move faster and they have just to have something to deal with this annoyance here.
Yeah. Idling a lot of the farms. Imperial Age, despite that, is on the way. Does he have a... Oh, he got the Lithuanian tech. He got the
TC. Yeah, for 1,000ers, yeah. Nice. Extra range, is it? Yeah, 6+3 range now.
Yeah.
That's smart. Smart move. I don't think I've ever seen that tech, so...
It actually ended up coming in clutch against the Mangudai raids. Really nice. Loses another Vil. Faraday just continuing to poke around, pick off Vils where he can. He's doing a really, really nice job of that right now. But he's slowly losing more Mangudai. He's kind of underestimating the hill forts.
Yeah, maybe he hasn't even seen it coming in or didn't expect it. And look at the left-hand side now, Genoese crossbowmen, 2 Trebs and some Mangonels here as well. That defensive castle will go down, and that's going to allow Clark to push heavily on this side. Because the Japanese only 44 villagers, 24 crossbows. If the castle goes down, there's no protection for these crossbows, almost. And then the Persians boom with 2 castles in the middle of the economy and 4 TCs. Probably just pumping out villagers here as well. I think it's looking good for BK here.
Yeah, I agree. They're starting to get a lot of pressure in. And the Mongol player, is starting to really get rolling. He's going to poke around and do as much damage to Poseidon as he can. And yeah, as you say, on the left-hand side, things starting to look really good. And Paganini has a big boom of his own. He's actually got more Vils than Poseidon.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
So, perks of faster Persian TCs. We have the fish, deep fish still being taken here as well. 3 docks with fishing. Yeah, that's not very efficient currently, but he could go into fish traps for the very late game as well, and you really can't raid that if you don't have neighborhood control. It's gonna make it so easy to pump out Persian knights, paladins, hussars, whatever you need.
Exactly, you'll be able to at least match what's coming from Poseidon. And Wraith is going heavy cavalry as well. He's getting Cavalier, Bloodlines, Husbandry on the way. So it's going to be 2 players going heavy cav. And the Genoese are going to be out there for Clark. So there could potentially be a really, really strong unit. Clark needs to maintain that massive Genoese. And again, neither of those units are going to do particularly well against a huge ball of Mangudai.
Oh, look at Onegar in here as well. Those crossbows are in danger here. They're running for their life here so as to not be hit by these Onegars. Oh, Malian's cavalry coming in. Genoese crossbowmen chasing them away.
Yeah. Oh, maybe some big honors or shots. One good one.
Yeah, and Kaput isn't really producing, and how could he? He's at 49 villagers and being pushed off the map here. Both Blue and Teal, they're cramped up in the corner here, and they can't really easily receive any help from the Mongols either, given the placement here.
Yeah, looking really good for BK. Tons of pressure right now. Clark, maybe their Nomad specialist who got the sub in. Oh man, look how many vills he's getting on the wood line. Yeah. So much damage here. An imp in for Paganini there, and now, so many options he can go into as Persians.
It's gonna be the Knights though, and soon enough, well, Cavalier on the way already. Conscription coming in, that's boosting the creation time of units. Same for Italians here. And 40 Genoese crossbowmen already, and 2 players on French Connexion going for cavalry here. That's just not gonna fly against this combination here. Persians could even go into heavy cavalry here. Because there's nothing to stop that currently.
Yeah, exactly. And once those Mangudai get imp and start getting those Imperial Age techs, they're going to be such a force to be reckoned with. He just needs to keep his numbers up, not lose too many to the Cavalier right now, and just really get that rolling once he hits imp here in a little over a minute.
Yeah, he's fighting on the hill with the woodland here, in between two of his own castles, so he's gonna clean up. He's gonna lose numbers, yes, but he's at least going to clean up some cavalry.
I think he's getting cleaned up a lot harder than he wants to. I think he
Oh,
really...
wait, yeah.
He should have maybe dove inside one of his castles or something, because the cavalier support from his ally was nearly there. That was a...
Yeah, I thought that would be a much better fight in the choke point there, but obviously not. So that's a good one for the Lithuanians. Did he collect any relics, by the way? He did get one, so that's +1 attack, but Imperial Age lacking plate parting armor now, that hurts Lithuanians a lot if they can't max out on the attack.
Yellow, though, playing unreal. He's already got Paladin on the way as well. Elite Genoese coming in for Clark. They are going to have such a strong unit composition here.
Yeah, Paladin only 1 minute to go here. Elite Genoese crossbowmen did lose some of them. It's down to 90, but now he's making a 4th castle on the stone as well, so he's just gonna keep matching those.
Yeah, exactly. And stone for a 5th as well.
Yeah, it's a flare in the middle there. Maybe that's where they want to place the next one on the stone here to keep gaining control. Yeah, look at the map control. They have the water here, BK. They have more than half the map as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good raid still from Le Poseidon here, though. He's keeping red busy for sure. There's Paladin in, and they have bonus against all kinds of archer units. I believe that applies to Mangadai as well, so he's gonna... Wait, their teammates, never mind. I'm getting tired here.
Yeah, this is going to be an unstoppable army comp here from BK as the Paladins, the Mangadai starting to get those upgrades. Chemistry's almost in, Parthian and tactics on the way. And I don't think anything is going to stop Clark on the other side. The Malian player is still going cavalry, and the Genoese are just going to just roll all over that unit choice from Wraith. And Capout is, I mean, basically out of the game. He's got very, very little eco, very little army. He's starting to relocate back towards Poseidon here.
Yeah, Kaput has 3 DCs in the back. Here is gold access, which is good, but he's not going to be able to provide any army anytime soon. As far as the Malians go, I'm seeing almost the only other option here being the Champ Skulls, at least against the Genoese here, but that would be shredded by the Persian cavalry again, right? So
yeah,
it's not easy to be Malians here in this positioning and spot.
Yeah, such a good Nomad Civ, but they really fall off late game. Maybe like Farimba Camel is his choice, but it's just so hard counter, and they're calling it.
Yeah, there it is. We go to a 1-1. Gonna have a decider game again on... What's the map again? Yeah, we'll just have to get to it. I think I read the command wrong here. But we need to see the stats screen first here. So many strong Nomad Civs here. And, Italians are really proving strong here with the Genoese, and also Persians getting their boom going. You just don't stop that when it gets to this point.
On the off chance that this next one is gonna go long, I just need a quick bathroom break myself. I wasn't expecting that last one to go so long, but
no,
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm ready to go at 5 seconds as soon as I get back.
Yeah, cool. Just a quick look at the APM stats and everything here. It's I like to browse through the stats after the game has ended. That's some massive numbers here. I think the peak numbers of military for Persians really showing some huge movement here in the military department. Let's pull up the decider game. Will be the last game casted of today, but I have more to catch up on for sure. Game 3 is gonna be on African clearing. I thought they banned that but I just read their description wrong. So another Nomad start. Score stands as should be. Yeah.
I have to feel like the African clearing map is going to play into the strengths of BK, right? Like they you said they won your 2v2 Nomad tournament. They played really well on that last map, and I can see them playing really strongly on African clearing as well.
Yeah, that's a bit of an unfortunate pick for French Connexion in that regard, but obviously they couldn't know that before they played. Wait, depends on who picked first, actually.
Right.
I don't remember who's the highest seed. Let me check that quickly. Because higher seed picks map first, I believe. Yeah, BKR seed 1, so they actually probably picked no one first then. All right, yeah, well, let's go. It's 5 seconds as usual. Go for it.
Yep, let's go.
Indians, of course, so they snagged the most OP seed here for Faraday. Already, yeah. Indians collect trophies 10% faster, that's why they're ridiculous on this map. With their boom potential
strong.
really accelerating the start. And all cavalry sims, Berbers, Magyars. Could Berbers be a semi-counter pick to Spanish here? Camel archers against conquistadors, because conquistadors have cavalry archer armor class. And you could of course say that about Korean war wagons as well, but I think it applies less there. But
yeah, I could really see I could see all of the French team going unique unit conks. Plumed archers are really strong on this map. Plumed archers, they wreck. They're gonna wreck the camel archers, and they'll do really well against Indians camels as well. Yeah, the plumed archer is very strong.
They train so quickly. Yeah, they train so quickly, and I think the elite upgrade doesn't even cost gold, if I remember correctly. It's only food and wood.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, these Nova maps, it's all about map control, and no better way than taking that than placing castles wherever you can, because there's an abundance of stone and gold on these kinds of maps. So it certainly favors unique unit play. Oh, look at Clark! Look at Clark, though. He's basically sandwiched between almost three of French Connexion's members here.
Yeah. Clark is in a really bad spot, man. I've been on the receiving end of this position many times on this map, and yeah, it is not fun. That's going to be really tricky. He's going to need some support from his allies early, for sure.
Yeah. On the bright side, if he can hold, then Faraday and Pagadini are going to have amazing booms. So could be an advantage, but it's never a fun situation to be in. That's why many people hate playing Nomad, because you risk being put in the middle of everyone else from the very get-go.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been there many times.
But very cavalry heavy here for BK. I guess Magyars could go cav archers as well, but he's probably not going to get to that anytime soon, given the placement here.
Yeah, it's gonna take everything he's got to to hold on here early. So long as Poseidon and Wraith go aggressive. Though, that being said, if they put too many resources into trying to take out Clark, it is going to give Paganini and Faraday a chance to really pop off with some very strong early economy and roll that into a really nice push with Indians and Berbers.
Yep. I don't know. I always want to play scouts with Indians on this map, but given the location now, maybe you could actually pull off a fast castle as well. Many players do that here as well because of the economy and everything. Mill is going up. That's the second building needed here to go up, but yeah, we'll see what they choose to do. I mean, it's easy for feudal age aggression to hit multiple players here with the way French Connexion is placed here.
Exactly.
But it can also backfire if the others make it to the cast stage and you don't do enough damage, so it's risky, but...
Yeah.
like the walls in the back here already for Faraday. Is going to get a heads up if any aggression comes this way. But I wouldn't be too worried about feudal age aggression here either from Bayans, Koreans, and Spanish. It's kind of clear what they are likely to do. I mean, you could probably play scouts as Spanish or even Koreans, but it's not very likely.
Yeah, exactly. I think their strengths are going to be Castle Age, but that may give Clark the chance to potentially sneak in and do some damage. So a lot of interesting dynamics here, and that's the fun part about like African clearing in these maps is there's no real there's strong ways to play it, but there's no number one meta way there is like on Arabia with crossbows and knights. There's so many different unique interactions based on the placements, and this could play out in a number of ways. And yeah, it's gonna be tricky for sure for both teams to see what's optimal and what is gonna get them the victory and moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he lost a Vil. Faraday lost a Vil to the Rhino.
No. A bit too greedy there, without Loom going for the Rhino. Always scary. The Rhinos and elephants, they attack more people. He's going to gold, by the way, so he's not going necessarily going feudal age aggression here. He's going probably straight for the Castle Age with the Indians here.
Yeah, I think he honestly forgot about that Vil because she had walked through the town center, and the Rhino, like, she could have easily garrisoned. He just forgot it was there, and unfortunately it should be fine in the end, but not what you want in a elimination game deep into a tournament.
Yeah.
You don't want to be having those little mistakes.
Well, as Indians, at least this has a faster economy to kick it off here. It compensates a little bit, but a villager is a villager. That's one less unit to produce for you. Oh, Poseidon is scouting with a villager here, so, or is he laming the hunt here? What happened here? Maybe it was purple that shot these. Oh, that's one thing with Korean on the Nomad starts actually. They have extra line of sight on their villagers, so they can much more easily scout with villagers.
Exactly. Very, very strong bonus. Gives them yeah, a lot of and line of sight is huge to get that early scouting in. What was going on with the gate too?
Yeah, he probably tried to trap some villagers here or something.
He's going back for it. He's going back.
Yeah, but he's gonna do the tower here, isn't he? He's 18 pop. Yep.
Yep, looks like it.
Is he gonna do a tower with one builder now, or what's the plan here?
Yeah, both of them ending up going.
Oh, never mind. He's going archers. He's not on stone. He's on gold. He's going archers. Okay. Well, that's going to be bad news for Clark on the woodland, though. I don't know what this one builder is doing out here.
Manages to just sneak it in that little pocket there. He's going to be going scouts, though, is Clark. So he's going to rely on those free forging scouts to try to hold back the pressure.
That's Indians.
The archers, though.
That Indian's full food bonus is just so ridiculous. He's placing the market now, just needs to place the blacksmith, and he will actually have the food to go up at 22 builders to the Castle Age here. Essentially 23 here after having lost one, but still, it's so so strong.
Yeah, crazy good.
Did the purple scout the archers of Koreans here or something? It's a preemptive power on the woodline and stone here. Doesn't really... Okay, maybe he's afraid of Koreans' towers. Oh.
I think potentially Red also overshot his vills. He had a ton of resources banked up when he clicked up. I think he could have went up even on a couple of vills earlier, but he is up both of those players up early to the Castle Age compared to the French team here. It's going to be a lot of potential. Wraith being very close and kept out as well, just clicked. So we'll see what's going to happen here as green and purple both forced into something feudal.
I see that French Connexion, they have good scouting in general. I mean, the Mayans player has lots of area covered, but it doesn't really know the Indians' location. Doesn't really, yeah, it does know the Berbers' location, but they still don't know where Faraday is. That's I mean, you need to know these things to know what to go for and how to react as well. They're probably expecting Indians. I would say cav archers, but there's a stable from Paradise, so it's probably not going to be necessarily going to be the cav archers then.
Yeah, some big time camel flood here could be nice, although it's really going to depend on, they have to really be aware of what the Mayan player is doing in the mid. As he is on stone heavy, he's going to have the castle up in no time.
One issue for the Mayans here, though, is that he is going to be very easily denied of wood, no matter what here. He's not to the sides, he's all in the center, and these small wood ice, that's not going to last the blue player for very long. So he really needs to get wood access, otherwise he's screwed in terms of plumed archer production.
I didn't even see about that one build from Poseidon actually managed to get a tower up, although it didn't actually deny nearly any wood. Oh, what's he doing? Oh man, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, he's laming 2 lumberjacks there or something, isn't he? They can't drop off now. Oh, they can.
I think they can. Oh. I think he's gonna use that to put a tower up. Oh, but yeah, the Vils can just. Oh no.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Yeah, it's difficult to see in the right now against the woodland there. Yeah, he's dead. Idle time though, 2 villagers chasing that one.
Well, Wraith doing a nice job. He had enough stone and wood for a town center, plus a castle up for some conks here. Castle up for the Mayans as well. And Paganini, meanwhile, with a castle and another town center and walls that are kind of securing him his own little private corner of the map here.
Yep, Camel Archers in production. That's good. That's going to be a good response to the Conquistadors. What's the range? Actually, the Camel Archers have about the same range as the Conquistadors, I guess. But yeah, using the first few ones to scout here confirms the castle of the Mayans. Again, I'm worried about the long-term wood income of the Mayans here. There's 200 wood per tree on these baobab trees, but you need to get to the side at some point.
Yeah, no, exactly. He needs to think about his transition, what that's going to be, whether it's moving towards his allies and getting a town center up and getting some more consistent wood production, because these trees are going to be gone very soon. He needs to plan that transition now before he starts to run out and put himself in a bad position.
Indians mainly in boom mode here as well. 3rd DC going up on the woodline here. And yeah, Indians getting now, what is it, 10% cheaper villagers? No, 15% cheaper villagers in the Castle Age. So they have a very comfortable boom while investing into armies here.
Camels from Faraday trying to poke around and find some damage on Capout here, but he has the plumed archers to defend, and yeah, the lacking pierce armor there from the Camel's not going to find much. They're going to instead move on.
Gagging up with the Camel archers.
Wraith. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they're going for. I mean, Magyars are still in the feud late here, so you could actually take out the TC here with the Indian Camels with their bonus damage and everything. But you need more, obviously. Not really an option. But yeah, now look at the gold, very exposed. Camels finding that, and the lumberjacks. Yeah. Camel's not the best raiding unit ever, as we know they're very weak to pikemen, among other things. These are only spears for now, but in mass they'll still do alright.
And they're not even forging on them, so their damage output is so low. It takes them so much longer to kill Vils compared to Knights, but at the very least, they're going to cause a lot of idle time, and a lot of spearmen invested in from the Koreans. Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's on his way up, but he's pretty much all of his economy is idled right now. I don't think he has a single Vil that's actually working, other than that one farmer, 2 farmers.
Yeah, his worker efficiency is down to 23.4% here. panic tower on the stone here. He really wants those castles up for the war wagons, but he's far, far away from stone for a castle here as well. The Poseidon is at 220 stone. This doesn't look good for that investment. The Plumed Archers and Conks hitting the Indians though. I like that. The camels, they are far, far off now, so no army here for Faraday to deal with that. They are a bit... They don't want to move further in though, but this woodland is very exposed. So if Kaput spots that in the back there, he'll be looking at quite a few kills for the Plumed Archers here. Even... Well, they have ballistics even, so they have good upgrades. Yeah, he's moving in.
Yeah, he's just going to dive it, and that's the right call. There's nothing that Faraday can really do against this except try to get up some quick balls as fast as he can. Yeah.
But nice quick university.
A lot of vills.
And ballistics, you just one-shot them here because you hit basically 100% almost. Yeah, that's the whole woodland gone for Faraday there, at least in the back here. Good kills. That's 9 eco kills for Kaput so far. So annoying to deal with Plumed Archers, honestly.
Camel Archers, though, getting some kills on the eco. Meanwhile, of the Mayans player, there's 2 vills down on the Shorefish.
Oh.
So Paganini getting some counter damage.
Oh, and now the TC finally going up in the woodland here. Imagine if BK had sniped these villagers moving in that direction. Then they would be goodbye Plumed Archers. But yeah, lots of things going on here. You can't see everything. Ooh, Camel Archers versus Plumed Archers. I haven't seen that at all.
I think the Plumed Archers have to do really well in this spot. The Camels are just going to be pretty much nothing for them to chew through.
Oh, look at the Camel Archers from the other direction. It's a sandwich.
Yeah,
oh, that's so nice.
Really, really. That's such a good play from Paganini here. Now he's going to start cleaning up. And the Plumed Archers, Capo just doesn't have them in the numbers that he needs.
And he's low on
no
wood.
ballistics for red, but yeah, getting a lot of damage there.
I was going to say he's low on wood as well, but that's probably because of production. Yeah, that's going to stabilize once he gets
Is that TC 4 town centers? 4 TCs from Wraith.
4 TCs
and 4 for oh man, it would have been. Oh, he just got that bottom TC from Clark. Literally, he had 1 vill finished it. Those conks were denying it. He lost like 6 vills there, but 1 just managed to finish building it.
Where was that? On the woodline? Or
the furthest TC south for Clark. Yeah, on the wood and stone. Those conks just took out a lot of vills. He's down to 39 vills.
Oh, man.
Though his counterpart Poseidon only on 38 himself. So neither of those 2 players, much of a factor here early.
It's really committing to the war wagons here, but Poseidon, he has the same issue here. He's not really able to take the woodlands to the sides, and the expansion is just getting much harder and harder for French Connexion here. If they want the woodlands to the sides, I guess he could move into Wraith's base and take the woodline in the back there, but he really needs to... Oh wait, there's a TC in the south. He's gonna place that. I guess it's fine then.
Can these Plumed Archers deny the castle? No.
Nah, it's too late. Like they fire quickly though.
Oh, actually, I think he did.
Oh,
he did,
so close.
Yeah, I wasn't.
91%. 91%. But will he proceed to wall it in though, or will he just leave it there and be happy with the villager kills? Yeah, he's gonna stay there with the army at least to stop that from completing anytime soon. Which cripples really the Camel Archer massing as well.
Exactly. Meanwhile, really nice light cav raids coming in on the very bottom of the map there on the town centers. Faraday actually denied 1 town center from Poseidon.
Oh, that's huge.
Took a lot of vills off Capote before he realized and garrisoned up there. He was focused on the castle.
Oh man, look at the panic villagers. Oh, he's going for a lumber camp. I guess that's okay. To have wood access, which you're very, very dependent upon here. Poseidon must be really struggling for wood now. Yeah, 60 wood left in the bank. He's not queuing in the military. He is struggling big time for wood here. And he Yeah, now it's gonna bring army over to allow this TC to complete, I think. Walling in the castle foundation here now. We'll see if Paganini can get that up. I think he might now. He's sending 6 villagers, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say he's pulling the boys. I think he's gonna try to send it and get it done here. He's got a lot of camel archers in the mix. Excuse me. I think he's got potential. Yeah, there we go.
Yep, it's up. Kongs, 17 conquistadors out here now, working with the plumed archers. They're gonna go back for... Yeah, where are they gonna go? For the Indians, maybe? I feel like the biggest threat here now are the Berbers, or is the Berbers, honestly. They need to do some damage on Paganini. He has taken some eco losses, but that's mainly that castle. A failed castle, initially failed castle.
Yeah, population looking dead even for both teams as it's starting to get into that mid-game, starting to get into late game. We're going to see Imperial Age soon for some of the players here. Teal, Wraith just needs... there you go, click in for him. So we're going to start transitioning into the late game, and yeah, this one is, like we said, the elimination game. So going to be really curious to see how this... Oh! There's a stable coming up on the wood line for Paganini, but misclick, he deletes it. And the Indian player, Faraday, he's starting to expand more economy. His bill numbers aren't looking crazy right now, but I think that's going to start blowing up very soon as he has 4 TCs working and that cheaper Indian bonus.
And he's raiding the woodlands. It's fantastic map variance here to deny both blue and green of wood here. They have so limited wood income, so every time you deny the wood access to the southeast here, that's going to impair their production capabilities of plumed archers or war wagons or whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. As you say, fantastic rating from Faraday. Could potentially even catch those villagers out on the stone there. Clark, meanwhile, ever expanding further backwards into his little corner. And despite being sandwiched in by all the players, he's had a chance to quietly just sneak off to a really nice boom. He's getting another town center, gathering more gold. And
now Clark is raiding the woodlands down here with knights, so...
Yeah, damage all over. And Poseidon never getting the war wagons in the critical number that he needed. And yeah, hasn't been decisive whatsoever.
Yeah, that's what Nomad starts can do for you. It's essentially it's nice to start in the middle, to have a spot to expand from, but on this map the woodlands are all across the edge of the map, so you can't ignore that for too long. You need to get there. And there's still space in the south. I mean, you could still migrate. This is Nomad. You could get some eco rolling in the south if you scout it, and their scouting is limited in general here. No team has presence in the south.
Camel archers on that pond of Poseidon are about to get a ton of vill kills before the plumed archers get there. I think he got 5 vills there. 6 vills, maybe. And they're just going off to find more damage.
Such good play of mobility, and you could say that about the plumed archers as well. They got some good rates in on the Berbers before the defensive castle on the woodland there. Look at the compact bases of red and orange here. They're making it so hard to raid them, especially with ranged units, like is the case here, which will die more easily to castle fire and whatnot. Actually, the only decent cavalry civilization they have on French Connexion is the Spanish. They have fully upgraded paladins. Yeah, Wraith with the Spanish, but...
This is actually kind of a nice play as well from Wraith. He's going Spanish Halberdier, switching into Trash to move off the Conks, and he's rushing the base of Faraday, and Faraday doesn't have any way to deal with Halberdiers right now. He's fully committed to Cav. He needs some Camel Archers from his ally.
Yeah, and here they come.
Here
they come. 17 of them moving back there. So the Light Cav will go in front, and the Camel Archers will engage from behind. But then there's the Conks. And the Conks, they have same range as the Camel Archers. Ooh, this is...
Yeah, Paganini really needs to just hold off until Imp and get those big upgrades on his Camel Archers, and they are going to do some serious damage here. The Halberdiers running back in the light cab are whacking them. The Halberdiers could turn back at any time and just shred the light cab, but yeah, those conks
but the Camel Archers are here, and we have
need to be dealt with.
4 castles now, producing Camel Archers out of 3 of them. But obviously, if the halves ever get close to the Camel Archers, they will shred them, so it's really dangerous. Treb's pushing the castle as well. So if this castle goes down, it's going to be much easier to raid a lot of Paradise economy here.
Yeah, exactly. They need to hold on to that. Oh, careful with the Camel Archers.
Oh.
Man. Very close, but man, Wraith does end up pulling them back, and Imperial Age in, and we need to see some big upgrades coming here from Paganini.
Here goes Bracer. Does he have the university for? Yeah, he does, of course, because he has ballistics. So he's gonna get should get chemistry and maybe even consider armor here just in case the Halberdiers get close, if the eco allows, that is.
Meanwhile, the Magyar player... Wait, where are these Vills going from green? Look at the Vills. The Vills are running into Purple's base, and the Magyar Knights... Where were they going?
Oh,
and,
shit.
Yeah.
Maybe they were going for the
migrating across. They must have gone for wood, but meanwhile... that was a disaster play. Clark is cleaning that up with Magyar Knights.
50 Koreans villagers lost here. It's so far down here in Le Poseidon. Ay.
Meanwhile, East Skirm coming in for Faraday. He's getting chemistry as well to deal with the not only the Halberdiers, but also the Plumed Archers and even the Conks. So East Skirm actually is going to be a really nice play there from the Indians. And the Camel Archers, chemistry soon to be in, and Casbah on the way that does make his castles work faster. That's going to start to look really nice. I think this ball of Camel Archers is starting to approach a critical mass where I'm not sure what French Connection is going to do to deal with it.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous unit when you get massed, like some of the other unique units as well. Plumed Archers, of course, in decent mass here as well. They're coming in from behind. Oh, they could get the sandwich here. They could surround here. Oh, good. Good response from Paganini there. Okay, they could have deleted the gate and houses in the way. I guess it wasn't a disaster in that regard. Indians light camels acting like a meat shield here, and the Halberdiers quickly diminishing their numbers here. Plumed Archers going for the woodlines here, though. That could be a lot of villagers down for the Indians, and I don't think it matters too much at this point, but it's still going to be annoying. I feel like we need the Plumed Archers over at the Camel Archers here, though, to try and diminish the numbers.
Yeah. I think Wraith, in addition to going Halberdier, I think he needed to go Elite Skirm himself and just do like a full Spanish trash flood with Skirms and Halbs, because they don't have any answer to the Camel Archers right now. Elite Camel Archer even is in. They have so much damage now. And yeah, they needed maybe some Siege and some Skirms to help deal with this.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be Cavalier, though. It's from Wraith, and I don't know, that just doesn't make sense to me. The
I was going to say, if we didn't have Indians and Berbers here, of course I'd say Paladin for the Spanish, who deal with mass Camel Archers if you have higher numbers, but we have 2 very strong Camel Sibs here, so that just doesn't make sense at all.
Exactly. Magyar players just diving the town center of Poseidon, might even end up taking it down, and Imperial Age is on the way for him as well, so...
Yeah, Clark is seems comfortable in his own little corner here, massing up on the Knights and raiding the woodlines to the south here. He's idling the Korean again here. No war wagons whatsoever. No wood income probably for Le Poseidon here. 11 on wood. I don't even know where he's taking it. Still in the middle, maybe?
Yeah, I don't even see the lumberjacks. He's got... I don't see him taking any wood right now. It's such a bad spot to be in.
Indians, elite skirms, more than 40 of them. And the tribes pushing the Spanish castles, diminishing the... Well, they're not going to play conquistadors anymore anyway. I guess the Cavalier and Paladin addition is to deal with the skirms as well. So, maybe not the worst call ever, but Yeah, army mass matters here. Economy matters. It's just a huge lead for BK here.
Yeah, exactly. More than 100 pop up. And I don't think Paladin is going to be quite enough to get back in this game as Poseidon. Not only, meanwhile, Capout has been absolutely destroyed. He's only on 40 vills. He's doing worse than Poseidon, and Poseidon is almost out of the game himself. So BK have a massive villager lead right now, and Clark Imperial Age, Plate Pardon, Cavalier. I don't see what French Connexion can do to get back in this.
Yeah, Maggers Cavalier could even become Paladin at some point, maybe with some sling. Elite Boomed Archers is in, and Reboom for the Vines down south. Like I talked about, it's Nomad, you can relocate, and they're still somewhat open here. I don't think... BK have very decent scouting, actually. They have lots of vision on the map now. But yeah,
look how many vills Poseidon is losing on that TC that just went down on the mid. Yeah, he's losing absolutely everything right
on
there.
the point of defeat now. There's farm and TC economy in the middle, but this is not really. Where are you going to go without wood access here? He's taking some straggler bow piece in the middle of the map here, and he's losing that TC as well. So yeah, we're not going to see any Korean War wagons or army at all anytime soon. He's queuing Spearman, Imperial Spearman, with no upgrades whatsoever.
The Paladin are pushing heavy into the base of Verde, cleaning up a lot of his skirms, but he did tech Halberdier. He's got a lot of them queued. And Camel Archer's dealing with the conks right now. He is losing a lot of numbers, though, as he's having to fight the light cab. He's making a mistake here to lose those, but oh man, but he's got another batch of over 30 Camel Archers raiding the economy of Wraith, though.
Yeah, let's see, they're everywhere, these Camel Archers. There are 80 of them almost. And no Paladin on the way for the Maggers, as mentioned. His job is going to be... Oh, look at the villager kills in the south here. Even more green villagers going down. Oh, the Poseidon, this is not your day.
He deleted them. He actually mass deleted those vills.
Oh, he did. Okay, yeah. He saw it.
He knew.
He saw it was over.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. He saw the Cavalier as he was migrating and just mass delete. And wow, GG, well played to BK. They take this one. Very, very strong Nomad players, and they're moving on.
Yeah, reverse sweep, and I guess if any opponents see this, they'll consider banning Nomad from BK.
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess they did decent on Arabia as well. They just were outmatched in the end there. Ooh, some good sets though.
Yeah, 3 really, really good sets. That was a ton of fun. All of them, I think, all of them super competitive. First set especially, for even given the lower elo bracket, it was super competitive, super well played, and 3 fantastic sets. And I really appreciate you having me on. And if we want to do more sets in the future, I'm definitely had a lot of fun. These were really good games. You done a really great job with this. Really great job with this tournament. Really good settings, and I'm super excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, glad to have you joining. It was fun. Always nice to miss less of the action as well. I don't. I think it's hard to coordinate recorded games. It's better to have co-casting when live. But this worked out okay. So it's good to know it can be done this way as well.
Yeah. The live games for sure. It's so much easier just to sync up. But with TGs, it's always tough to cover. 3v3 is tough to cover.
Yeah, they're all over the place, as we can see here, left and right and north and south. It's
exactly
good stuff. Yeah, but I'm gonna call it at that. That ends the stream for today. I'll have a lot. Hope I can downgrade. I have a lot of games to catch up on if that is the case. Otherwise, we'll just follow the new submissions as they come. So thanks for joining, Paul. Much appreciated.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you around for sure. Bye.